Hello, my Cancerians. Welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael from Astrolada.com. I hope you are well. I hope you have a brilliant birthday this month for all of you that are celebrating this month. So, what's the good news this month? The good news is that Mars has finally gone direct on the 29th of June. What does that mean? It means that feeling of driving with the brakes on or not being able to get started, even for some of you, especially for the Cancerians, is going to lift now. And I almost feel like you're like an elastic band. You're taut, you're like ready to get going, and you're just going to launch out after this. So that's brilliant news. So I would like to call in all sorts of love, like peace, prosperity, and abundance itself into this deck so that you get a clear and concise message that helps you on your path. Okay, let's see what the month has in store for you. Okay, so the Hermit card. So this is a really good card, actually. The number 9, because the Hermit is number 9. The number 9 represents completion. It represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a brand new one. So for some of you, I feel like the last 9 months have probably been quite tumultuous, actually. And every time people have been like, oh, you know, it's going to improve, you're thinking to yourself, really? Like, how is this happening? So, when the Hermit card shows up as well, some of you are going to be travelling this month. Some of you are going to be taking a pilgrimage of sorts as well. Some of you are going to be experiencing this as wisdom, like your inner wisdom, but more unlike your intuition, this is going to be you seeking out that wisdom. So you're going to be taking a journey, whether it's inward or outward, and on this journey you're going to be doing a lot of learning. You're going to be doing a lot of higher learning as well, because what is the number 9? The number 9 is higher aspects of learning, because it represents wrapping up a cycle. So it's kind of like summarizing everything that you've learned. So this is going to be a really informative month for you. Also, for some of you, checking in with your body. I feel like this is going to be a month of starting new health regimes and building on top of that. For some of you, this is going to be checking in with your digestive system. And why do I say that? Because the Hermit card represents the sign of Virgo. And what is Virgo? Virgo's purification. It is cleaning ourselves up from the inside out. And that's a really good place to be in, especially for this month, because a lot is happening energy-wise. So I feel like not only is your energy coming back, but you're going to have this new feeling of dedication to things that you started in the past. And I feel like I said, for some of you, it's been this kind of like almost trying to get going but not actually really been able to start the car and, you know, pump the gas and start getting on with it. And I feel like this really changes for you this month. Like, you're just going to be going like a bat out of hell after July's finished, because you're going to have the energy for it. And especially when this card shows up, so it's like the last 9 months is one cycle that is closing down for you and you are moving ahead now. So health regimes, absolutely good to go. Looking at your diet, new food. And for some of you as well, I think this is going to play out as broadening your diet. Cancer's a very comfort sort of creature sign. And I know this because my moon sign is Cancer. I was born under a full moon in the sign of Cancer. So she was in her own house and she was very happy. However, I am a creature of comforts, and I like my comforts very much, so I get attached to things being the same, and I enjoy them that way. But what is important is that, especially in terms of your diet, I feel like some of you are going to be expanding it. You're going to be looking at exotic foods. You're going to be looking at trying new things, new cultural ways of doing things, new ways of cooking. Buy a tagine, maybe even, or, you know, try different ways and methods of cooking the foods that you love. So that's going to feature for some of you. Then you've got, wow, that's the second major card, which is really awesome. So the Temperance card reminds us that we need to be patient and we need to blend things. We need to take elements of everything to create a steady and a stable whole. And that's really important. What it means is You're going to have this ability to take everything that you've learned and turn it into something tangible going forward. This card represents the sign of Sagittarius. So if any of you know any Sagittarians, or one of them tries to give you advice or tries to steer you in the right direction of some sort of learning, or is a teacher in the field that you're looking at exploring, absolutely get going with it. And yeah, listen to what they've got to say to you, because they'll have some really pertinent information. Whoa. Okay, so Cancer, this is definitely your birthday month. What's happening here? You've got 3 major arcana cards. So what are the major arcana? The major arcana cards are the cards that are effectively like the fate or the universe or the world or God moving in our lives. So what does the Wheel of Fortune represent? You've experienced, like I said, a cycle of 9 months where it's been quite tumultuous, and it's been like, oh, really? Like, every time you thought you were about to get started, something came along to hold you back. It's all been about wisdom and experience, and more importantly, it has taught you how to take those knocks on board and create something of value from it. So it's like you're summarizing everything that you've been through, and you're now turning it into some real amazing fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune represents just that. It's that card that comes along and says, look, what goes up must come down, but more importantly, what's gone down must come straight back up. So you are this month going to be experiencing a massive shift in energy. You're going to be experiencing a massive shift in financial abundance as well. When the world or the Wheel of Fortune card shows up, you see this big orange guy here in the middle. It's not just the wheel, it's Jupiter. And it's actually a blessing from Jupiter himself. So it's like he's showing up to say, look, you know what? I've seen all the crap that you've had to deal with over the last few months, and I'm going to give you a blessing. I'm going to give you a boon of sorts. The Wheel of Fortune also reminds us that not to get stuck in any one way, shape or form. And this goes back to what I was saying about being a creature of comforts. You know, sometimes we need to explore and expand outside of that. And more importantly, we need to make our own fortune. So opportunities is the other thing about this card. It brings big opportunities. So a Sagittarian definitely is going to be making themselves known, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And these 2 cards are working in conjunction, I feel, to teach you. And the thing is as well, with Sagittarius, it's also the sign of one of the signs of higher learning. So this is really interesting. You've got like a double hit of this month. So not only is it your birthday, not only do you have fate or the universe or God working on your behalf in a really, really big way. I mean, this is 3 major cards straight off the bat. That's huge. You know, that means good energy, it means potent energy, and it means that the angels, the spirits, whatever you want to call them, whatever you believe in, they're really moving in your life now to clear the path for brand new fortune. And then finally, okay, so you've got the 8 of Pentacles. What is the 8 of Pentacles? The 8 of Pentacles is work, 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 work. So what is that saying? For some of you, if you've been finding it hard to find new work in your business, upswing is going to come through in a huge way. For those of you that have been looking for work, as in you just want to get into a job, the right opportunity is going to make itself known to you this month. And more importantly, I feel like this Sagittarian person is going to feature quite heavily as a part of it. And finally, it means that the work that you have put in hasn't gone unnoticed. You might have felt like that over this course of 9 months, but what you're looking at this July, I mean, not just because it's your birthday and it's like 1 full year, like the Wheel of the Year has come full cycle, but you personally are in a brand new place. And the number 8 itself represents karma, it represents business, it represents finance, it represents acquisition through partnership. So think about that as well. So I think some of you are going to be thinking about, how can I broaden my perspective, and more importantly, how can I encompass other people in what it is that I want to do to move forward. So a really powerful month for you as well. Happy birthday. So what I've done here is I've separated the major cards out of the Fluellen deck, and I'm going to pick one of these because the other big news this month is we've got a new moon in your sign, in the sign of Cancer. The new moon represents new beginnings, it represents change, it represents shift. So what do you need to focus on? What is the big message for you, Cancer, on the new moon on the 4th of July? What is it important that you focus on? The Fool card. Wow, I love this. It's probably one of my favourites. So when the Fool shows up, it means absolutely brand new things coming into our lives. It means it's like a new moon card of the tarot, actually. Of the major arcana especially, because what it's saying to you is that new things, new places, new people are going to make themselves known in your life, and more importantly, fate itself, the heavens, the gods, the angels, all of it is working in your favor. So what I'm going to say to you is, whereas most people will be focusing on one specific thing over this new moon on the 4th of July, you personally get to make any one wish, especially with this here, and especially with the Wheel of Fortune as well. Make one wish and throw it out there with everything that you have, because that wish this month on this new moon is very likely to be granted. Have an amazing birthday, Cancer. Have an amazing month. I will speak to you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. And you can book a reading with me on astrolada.com and many other psychics and seers. Take care. Have a great month. Bye.